Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, NerdModeOn, and welcome to the next episode of Battlefield News, a video series where I'll be talking about changes and or events within a particular Battlefield title. So without further ado, let's get started. Starting things off, on July 20th of 2017, DICE introduced the July update for Battlefield 1. Now, since we're getting updates every single month, unfortunately the amount of information per patch is a lot less than it would be if it came out every quarter. Regardless, today we're going to be focusing on the highlighted information. These are the changes that I feel that you as a player will find most interesting, so without further ado, let's jump right into the patch notes. One of the first things that we're going to be talking about today is Premium Trials. Premium Trials are timed events that enable non-premium pass owners to experience the maps that have been added in the previous expansion. While this program shares many similar aspects to Premium Friends, the user is not required to party up with a user that has purchased the Premium Pass. Unfortunately, earning experience spawning into vehicles that were released in the expansion and unlocks will be restricted only to Premium Pass owners. Transferring over to maps and modes, we do get to see that some improvements have been done to the most recent maps added to Battlefield 1. Players will rejoice in finding a new map for Battlefield 1 that is a part of the They Shall Not Pass expansion. Pre-Day to Her is available for all premium Battlefield 1 pass holders and owners of the They Shall Not Pass expansion. Moreover, non-premium owners will be able to access the map via Premium Friends or Premium Trials. The next map that we're going to talk about is Nivelle Nights. There has been a fix for a bug where the out-of-bounds grayscale screen effect would sometimes fail to enable. The result of this failure would cause a player to believe that they are within the bounds of the map but would later die to the out-of-bounds zone. There has also been a fix for an issue where field kits in Sector 5 in the Rush game mode could be used before the sector was active. And last but certainly not least, we have everybody's favorite infantry-centric map, Fort de Vaux. Players should no longer be able to get on top of the fort around the courtyard area. Moving onward, let's talk a little bit about some alternative fixes that don't really fit into any one specific category. DICE has updated the map voting system to exclude the previous map and the current map from the random selection pool to prevent the possibility of players playing the same two maps. In addition, DICE has synchronized the damage taken effect to the actual shooter's network state. This previously led to an out-of-sync effect where the shooter was not yet visible. In terms of gameplay, this should really tighten up the overall mechanics of Battlefield 1, considering that while the gameplay is a little dodgy at times, for the most part it's on par with some of the previous Battlefield titles around this same point. Lastly, they fixed a disconnect issue that could occur when loading a map. While this is not a massive change to Battlefield 1, it's definitely nice to see that the overall matchmaking system is still being improved and still looked at, especially at this point in time. Transferring over to Premium, let's talk a little bit about this service and some of the improvements that DICE has since made. For starters, Premium Friends score will now show as a 0 throughout the entire match on all scoreboards and at the end of round screens. This should assist players in finding their names quickly and can be used to understand why the team may be imbalanced in terms of experience and skill. While the premium service for Battlefield 1 really hasn't changed throughout its entire lifespan thus far, it's definitely interesting to see that there are being improvements done to it, or at least it's making it a little bit easier for premium holders to notice when non-premium players are playing in the lobby. While some users will take it upon themselves to harass these individuals for not purchasing premium or not being familiar with maps, it's definitely interesting to understand why these features are in play, considering that it allows you to understand why your team may be suffering so much while playing. Moving right along, let's talk a little bit about the Rent-A-Server program. Unfortunately, this program in the Battlefield community has turned into a running joke, considering that DICE isn't really aware if they want to put all of their eggs in one basket when it comes down to the initial development of this program. With that being said, DICE has added a new setting that allows for a limited number of any specific kit. This can be used to limit the amount of scout players or to create a better Battlefield experience for those who wish to push the title in a more competitive sense. In addition, they have added the option for unlimited magazines. This setting will be great for those who like to create custom servers and mess with the option to enhance or to create new game types. And last but certainly not least, the development team has implemented a latency soft lock option where a player with a ping that is higher than 100 milliseconds will get kicked automatically. This setting is more nor less for the competitive scene that has been developing around the Battlefield franchise for a number of years. But anyway guys, this is really all the information I have for you. Hopefully you found something in the video insightful and or entertaining. As per usual, I will leave the official patch notes linked in the description of the video for your viewing pleasure. But until the next episode guys, this has been NMO and I'm going to be signing out guys. Peace.